That day had been strenuous and long at work, and a few minutes past midnight, I was at the train station waiting for the train to pass by so I could return home. The sky was overcast, making it difficult to distinguish anything beyond two lit carriages glowing faintly a few meters away. Luckily, I didn't have to wait long as the train arrived. The doors opened, and I hurried aboard. It wasn't unusual to see only two passengers alone in the compartment. One of the men in the compartment was smoking a cigarette, filling the space with its smell. He took his time staring at me as I chose my seat. I felt uncomfortable, so I tried to focus on the other passenger sitting opposite the smoker. This other traveler was sitting a few meters away, clad in a thick coat that obscured most of his features. However, I could see his eyes. One looked normal, but the other was entirely red. I was anxious as he seemed to glare at me with anger. I attempted to smile to ease the tension, then looked out the window to ignore his piercing stare. The carriage lights flickered as the train began to move. An intercom announcement stated, "We apologize for the inconvenience. This issue will be fixed tomorrow." I was nervous, but tried to convince myself there was no need to be afraid of the dark. Then a young man came in and did his job efficiently, soon restoring the lights in the carriage. Without realizing it, I had closed my eyes, and when I opened them, I noticed the frightening man's red eye looked like two empty seats. Confused, I glanced at the cigarette smoker, who continued as if nothing had happened. The train's noise grew louder. I was too scared to look at the man again. I couldn't move, barely breathing, trying to convince myself that nothing serious had happened, and it was just work fatigue causing me to imagine things. The lights flickered and went out again. I waited for the lights to return, and when they did after a brief moment, the strange thing was that the frightening man had moved right next to me, his bizarre face inches away. The smoker on the other side then said, "What's with that look, man? What's wrong with you? If you want me to put out the cigarette, just tell me, okay?" He continued, "Not you. I'm talking about the fool over there." The smoker seemed confused, then looked at me with a frown, and I said, "But if it's just you and me here."
Wait.
"Are you okay, buddy?" Meanwhile, the man with the scary eye didn't move or say a word, and the lights went out again.